The other thing as well, do you reckon old Volschel's like some kind of sits in his office at Mizuno with his like, he's always acoustics with him. Morning, Matthew.
Hello.
Got a little challenge for us.
Okay.
So it's a classic UK winter freezing morning. We're temporary greens, so we're going to play with these two new Mizuno drivers, so STZ, STX. But we can't play because temporary greens is out of, it's against my religion to play temporary greens.
Yeah, no need, is there?
So we're going to have a strokes gained competition with these two drivers.
All right.
So we're going to hit 2 drives off each tee.
Yeah.
One with the standard, one with the draw. And we're going to strokes gained each shot. And so you can get, so you've got 2 goes to win, get a 1-up.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, fine.
So you hit 2 drives, but they count as 1 hole.
Add them together.
Yeah, and then
so you have to hit 2 good ones.
It's a strokes gained competition with the new Mizuno drivers. And by the way, if you've not tested Mizuno drivers, or you don't own a Mizuno driver, that's fine, but they perform as good as anything else. Can't keep saying it, but they do. Right, STZ to start. So this one being the, like your main out of the brand driver. Friendly, big, looks good down by the ball.
Oh, it's a laser.
It's straight but horribly hit.
It's dicing with your bunker.
I won't even reach that, I don't reckon. I'm going to go draw next as well. Shall I just go 2 and then you do 2? I feel like I'm flowing.
Yeah, you've been playing golf and everything.
No, I haven't.
You,
so the draw looks exactly the same, but it does look like it sits a little bit more lefty.
Yeah.
Which you'd want, really. Oh, and that's a better shot.
That's put me under some serious pressure.
Yellow ball is the draw ball, everybody.
All right, fine. I'll go triple track as the draw ball and non-triple track as the Z.
Looks good, doesn't it?
It's got a big old footprint, hasn't it?
Yeah, a lot of club. You get this like black top line. I love Running Bird logo always when you see the ground. Look at it steaming up out here because it's so cold. And the slightly different colour face I quite like.
Yeah, tiny bit. It's not massive, is it? But it's noticeable.
They do that well.
Yeah, sleek.
It's sleek, but it's got huge amounts of changeability on it.
High, low, upright,
It
standard.
goes 2 degrees up and down, I think, so 4 movable, I think.
2 degrees is a lot, isn't it?
It is a lot.
Changeable necks.
Yeah, it definitely is.
It has got quite a curved face on the top leading edge, isn't it?
Is that what you feel?
Compared to some of the new stuff that's come out recently.
Good luck, Matthew.
And this is my first drive of 2022 on the golf course.
With someone else's driver.
Yeah. Does it feel short to you or not?
Yeah, and I think that's the size of the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work.
Draw a bit more, come on.
Up the right, drawing back, like could be past me, which will gain you shots.
So
that was the Z you just hit. Now there's the big difference in the visual on the back. There's the weight at the back. We will talk about the tech as we go, and it's a bit more in the heel of the X, because obviously it's the dual model, nice big 20-gram weight at the back of these. And again, I think it's simply branding because they look great.
Yeah.
And that, it feels carbony nice, doesn't it?
Like if they were sat in the shop, you wouldn't even notice that they were different, I don't think. You'd have to
it's subtle, isn't it?
Yeah, look to know that those two were doing different things. It definitely sits more toed in, this one. Definitely. Will that help me sling it more? Do I send it out to the right and bring
I aimed
it on?
a little bit more right side for mine.
Did
I
you?
thought like, because I'm hitting straight to a slight draw at the minute.
Yeah, okay.
That's
drawing.
That's gonna
That was a toey draw. Get up there!
Oh, this could be a loss.
Go on, run!
Let's get down there and strokes gain them. One ball there, one ball here. That's Matthew's. Which one's that?
That's my toey draw. Is it the draw the X?
Yes.
So that's my draw ball.
So that's your draw, and that's my standard. That's my draw by my bag, and Matt's standard is up there. So this drive lost
0.01.
Okay, 0.01. That gained 0.02.
So you're winning. just.
This one, which is 165 to the middle compared to 155 to the middle, which is quite amazing because that is the better drive.
159.
Sorry, 159 to 165. That one lost 0.01
Yeah.
on the angle alone.
Yeah.
And out of the two, obviously this is where strokes gained has its faults and it plays out over time. This is a harder shot because I would have to do stuff where that's actually an easy shot.
Yeah.
So I'm gaining on the two drives 0.001.
Yeah.
What are you doing with your long ball?
I'm losing 0.22 because I'm in the rough.
So what's your total loss and gains?
I'm losing 0.23.
So I'm one up.
One up to you.
Because I hit the old fairway.
Yeah. I'm like my usual 2 yards off. Brilliant. Can you tell me a bit about the tech in these heads, Mark?
Okay, so mid spin in the draw.
Okay.
Lower spin and design in theory in the Z to the X.
Okay.
Which we'll talk about in a second. Both drivers have the carbon bottom, carbon crown, so it creates this kind of powerful shape, they're saying, on the bottom while saving weight. Got the carbon on the top as well. Both have changeable necks, so you can dial in your lofts, those kind of ideas. They both got this titanium variable face thickness, try and keep ball speeds up across the face. We're seeing the wave pattern technology on the bottom, which we've seen in Mizuno clubs for a while, again in both clubs. 20 gram weight at the back for stability, so trying to keep that MOI back, and in the draw obviously it's the same weight but a little bit more in the heel. And also with all Mizuno products they talk about the acoustics which comes from the wave as well, so they are trying to dial in the sound of these clubs. And obviously off that first tee shots we've hit, I thought they sounded pretty like carbony solid.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Not
like
tingy.
a neutrally sound,
Yeah,
isn't it? Not
yeah.
tingy at all, I didn't think.
Which I felt was quite good. Question for the audience then. The STZ is low spinning advertised, the STX is mid spin advertised. And this can go both ways. So I'm not saying this is right or wrong because different speed of golfers do need certain spin parameters. So you would argue that a slower swinging speed requires a little bit more spin retention.
Yep.
Where a faster swinger, which is where the Z in theory would be aimed at more, you want to try and bring spin down. But question, if you're buying a draw driver, what shape shot are you generally hitting?
A slice.
Yeah, a fade or a slice.
Yeah.
Most people who come through the lesson tee who struggle with curvature, they're living in the 3,000, 3/8, 4,000 spin range.
Yes.
Why would that not be lower spinning too? Question for the audience, what do you think? Obviously if you're hitting a cut, that doesn't mean you'll spin it more, but general pattern is it does spin more than a draw, and we see it on lesson tees play out because of the dynamics of delivery. Why then have that as a mid spin? Surely that should be like a 2.5 to 3,000 spin, but you know if we test this with amateurs they're going to be spinning that. If they're spinning this at 2.5 they're spinning that at 3.5 or 3,000. And if they're spinning that at 3,000 they're spinning that at 3.5 to 4,000.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting. I think it can work both ways though, because then if you work the speed back in. But what do you think down that lens? Hope you're enjoying the review. If you are, let's get this video to 5,000 likes, and if you're subscribed to this channel you will have a chance of winning one of these drivers. To win we need to get the video to 5,000 likes. Hit that like button. You need to be subscribed, so if you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. If you are subscribed you need to make sure you got the bell icon on, so check that you've got that turned on. If you've done all those three things and you post a comment telling me what driver you want to test next, what's the next biggest driver you want to test, in those comments let me know. You will be entered for a chance to win one of these fantastic Mizuno drivers. Let's get back to the review. So I'm one up, plenty of tech as you can see. I'm going to go to Z, the lower spinning, to kick us off.
So I need to hit a fairway really, don't I?
Well, you've got the distance down,
but my distance isn't enough at the moment to gain enough, you know.
Well, you give with your one hand and your second hand just rips it back. The problem is though, which I think is always really interesting, and people often go, you know, mark straight and I want that. When I'm bad, I'm going to be super bad.
Yeah, yeah. Like I just want you to miss a fairway.
Yeah, because I'm going to be 20 back and in the rough.
Yeah, yeah.
So
saying that though, I am slower after my Christmas COVID. So.
Yeah, and I'm slower too, actually.
Well,
because of my Oculus table tennis. My shoulder and my elbow really hurt.
Did you bring that today?
How can I have I brought it, yeah. How can I have table
wow.
tennis elbow from an unreal game of table tennis? It's quite amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, hit fairway, or get faster.
Oh, it's missed the fairway.
But I have given that a bit more.
Is it going to hit a tree and hit the fairway? Oh, I heard it bounce, didn't you?
Oh, I thought I heard it tangle, but...
Oh, I thought I heard that just a pretty solid bounce. But...
Yeah, it might be. I struck that good. That does feel nice. I could easily game that.
That's such a... talking about the sound,
oh,
it's like a...
beautiful.
A more of a thud, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really nice. Gonna go to draw next. I think I say it in every Mizuno video. Like, just why are more people not gaming these? Why are they spending more on drivers that don't do any, like why? They're just so good. The other thing as well, do you reckon old Volschel's like some kind of sits in his office at Mizuno with his like, he's always acoustics with him. Yeah, they're like, where's Chris? Oh, he's just listening to some new acoustics.
He's on his decks.
On his Mizuno decks. Wicka wicka! Oh, nice sound.
Yeah, running bird logo everywhere.
On his beanie. Yeah. Or his backward cap.
He'll have it on the side of his headphones.
Walks into the office listening to sound. Whack. Whack. Oh, I like that. Whack.
I bet he made a Christmas jingle of all acoustics.
Right, this one needs to hit fairway.
And it has.
And that's a stay left. Yeah, that's fairway. They're two good hits.
Yeah, have you tried to like not draw that?
No, that's...
You just hit that?
Yeah.
You just hit that.
I hit it middle, no toe on that, so it stayed. If I'd a few millimetres toeier, that would have turned.
Oh, pressure applied again.
You just need to find fairways, sir. What one are you going for first?
I'm going Z first.
Yeah.
And I have noticed that the Z and the X are in different spots.
Yeah, I have noticed that.
Don't know why, but...
Well, because the X, it's saying the Z's look straight
there.
back, and the X, I presume it's back in here a bit more.
Yeah.
Is it?
But yeah, it is, yes.
Yeah, the X is like in the corner of the heel. Look.
But does it need to be like that? I quite
it's just branding,
I quite like them being the same on top.
Oh, that's because you're slightly not right in the old, I want everything to be exactly in the way I want it.
Oh, I've low thinned it. Get up! Because that's in the rough.
Oh, it hit the tree! Don't know where that'll end up.
That definitely hit tree.
That was middle stump. Brilliant noise.
Oh dear. X next.
Aim this out at the road, sir.
This needs to be a proper bomb. Toe, and then a low.
Couldn't have a clearer test so far of two golfers that people have watched for years of our skill set showing through.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is no matter how good this driver is, the driver's not really the point here, is it?
I'm going for a straight and non-draw bomber.
Just hit a fairway, sir.
I'm trying.
Oh, he's got it. It's in the rough, but it's long.
That's a proper strike.
Yeah,
get right.
Oh, let's get up there and strokes gained. Will we have to go to the third hole? So our fairway is all the way over there, let's say 30, 40 yards. Matt hit a tree right in the middle and he is now over here. So how are we doing over here?
Well, I've got a perfect line at the
You
pin.
have got a perfect line at the pin.
I couldn't argue with this. This would be, I'd be happy on a medal round on a Saturday, you know.
Not embarrassed.
No.
We are just one, that's the second hole, arguably nearly 3 holes across.
It did only hit a tree that was 10 yards off the fairway. But this has lost me 0.27.
0.27 on his draw or standard?
Standard, this was.
Okay. This is my standard drive, and I've got a line also to the flag. Wouldn't have a line if I had low lofted club, but it's only like a wedge from here or something.
126 in the rough.
126 in the rough. My other's on the
You're only
fairway.
losing 0.13.
0.13 loss.
Yeah.
So fairway ball 124 to the middle of the green, as in where the green is. We're not going in the middle of the green, not the temporary. Gaining?
You've gained 0.12, so you're a total of minus 0.01.
And this is to Tour Pros. Anyone
Pro
watching
standard,
this isn't against scratch, this is against the Tour Pro, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Matt's got the long ball, but it's in the rough. What's it going to be?
No.
So here's his second drive. How is this one doing? It's 117 away.
117, and it's lost me 0.1, so I'm a loss of 0.37.
Oh.
That's 2-0.
So on both holes with basic maths, because there's a lot of numbers that I can't remember, I think I have lost less than 0.1 of a shot.
You're like a
Pretty neutral against the Tour Pro,
Yeah.
but obviously I'm going to lose over 18 holes because I'm going to hit rough and then I'll hit a Healy short one. There's some decent drives there, where you are losing nearly a shot by now.
Yeah, I can probably tell you. Give me just 2 seconds.
Yeah. So on 2 holes you've lost 0.6.
0.6, so just over half a shot.
Yeah. So
just because I keep hitting it in here.
Half a shot.
If I was on there, I'd be fine. I can't do it though. Still, it's 2022 and I still can't do it.
Right, I'm going to go draw first. It's been quite interesting with the two drives that we've hit, is that I've hit the draw better each time.
You have?
But it has been the second drive each time.
Yeah.
And I often think you learn from the first one. And it shows as well, I think as well, when it comes to draw drivers, it's not drawing, it's just going to cut. If you're slicing, it's going to calm it down. And it might not. But the other thing as well, I just think, you know, maybe it's the fact that it's the second shot each time where people will say maybe it's the driver.
So you're going to swap?
So I'm going to go X.
Draw first.
Yeah, I'm going to go to draw first.
Okay. And are we game that's not a game and so I can get a point?
You want double or quits, didn't you?
No, game that's not a game, because that's the point. I don't want... Oh, well, yeah.
Which is then a draw.
Same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Which you count as a win.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
You know, the odds are stacked against me.
But you're tour level driving it, so...
Below tour level driving. You're just further below.
Oh, yes. Like, you literally can't hit that straighter.
That's a decent drive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just go further.
Yeah.
Maybe I am just hitting the draw better. It's a lower flight, isn't it?
It is. That is a lower flight. Looks...
Oh, that's longer.
Don't go in the bunker.
That's longer.
And it's fairway, isn't it?
Oh, it might be on that little fringy bit.
Let's hope so.
But I definitely feel like I've won this.
I'm going for some senders.
Just purely by the fact that I can see my two balls. Often in our games that counts as a win, doesn't it?
All right. I am teeing this up. Let's go.
And that's often what happens in our games as well. You get to the point where I can't do it very consistently, so I'm going to make myself even more inconsistent by going really fast.
Where are you parked?
Yeah.
Are you in?
Yeah, you won't reach my car.
No,
You're
good.
right.
All right. Thank God for that.
I did realise we were doing a test today.
Just the caravans that I'll get. All right. Bryce and me. Oh, I've hit the rough.
Might be a penalty. Don't kick.
Hit the tree a little.
Oh, that's a penalty. That was flicking trees on the fly.
That was so close to being good, wasn't it? Literally just don't aim that up the right and it's fine.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. God, what other game can we do?
Yeah.
I need one more game.
Who can miss the fairway with the new Mizuno drivers the most? Oh, I got that.
Right, I need a massive
This one basically needs to carry the green, doesn't it?
This needs to gain a shot.
Because I reckon I might have gained with both of my shots.
Well, yeah, I reckon you're probably a 0.2 gain out of both of those,
Yeah.
aren't
Well,
you?
I might be a loss. They might not be long enough because obviously we're not getting any roll and it's cold.
And it's uphill, actually.
Yeah,
so.
and we're comparing against the Tour Pro, who is
Better,
stronger and warmer climate over on a general.
Oh, I've drawn that one! This is meant to go straighter. That's in the rough too, but it's a good strike. I don't know why you put me in these videos. And I've got 130.
So that's a penalty for Matt on his first drive. That's not the best start when it comes to doing a...
I got to add a third shot in. 130 in the rough. Oh no.
So how much is that? 1 point what has that cost you?
1.13.
No.
No.
So this is my first shot of draw. You can see it's landed here because it did come in a little higher. That was the lower flight one, which we'll come to in a second, and that did actually run. So what's interesting is visually these two drives looked very different. If you were asking me on the tee to articulate the difference, I would say that the one over there was loads better and it felt longer and a better flight, but they're not. I mean, that's landed and stopped there, so on a different day that's rolling on. That had to run to get there.
145, that one.
145. So this one is gaining 0.03. Let's go over and talk about this one, Matthew, shall we? Because I need a rules adjudicator.
That's rough, bruh.
Is it?
Definitely rough. Yeah, look.
So Matt is calling this rough, and this is tough, but I agree, it is the line of the rough. Obviously it's winter here, is basically like here.
Yeah.
But that lie is no different to my fairway lie.
No, that is a good lie.
So I'm going to have to mark that in as rough. So this one, because it's called the rough, is losing 0.18.
Oh.
Which is amazing, but it's not the rough. So this is where obviously strokes gain has its faults, and over just 6 shots that we're hitting, it needs to be over, like that'll play out over hundreds of shots, it'll even out. But personally, I was talking to Matt, I mean, if I was playing, I would mark that as fairway. Because it says it's in the rough, meaning it's going to be a harder approach. That's the point. So if you then go and hit your approach closer, it's saying you've done a really good shot. That's a fairway line.
Yeah.
So let me just do the maths on fairway out of interest, Matthew. So by switching that to fairway, it gains 0.07.
Ah, so you're gaining 0.1 total on
No,
that.
0.8. Oh yeah, I am. I'm gaining 1 shot, or 0.1 shot on total on 2 shots. But that's dubious on what you would say. But that's definitely a fairway lie. The only disadvantage is I can't place that where winter rules you would be able to place one over there. Now you've got one more up there, Matt. Let's go and have a look at it. So we've got a rough lie. Look at the frosty morning. It's a beautiful morning, be testing new drivers. This is not looking good.
This is not nice. This is also losing 0.19.
So you've lost quite a lot on it. You need to
I've lost 1.32.
Maybe we need to get on Spotify and message Volsh and say we need some different wiki-wiki acoustics.
This is why people don't buy these drivers. The closest I've got to gaining is 0.01. I haven't gained on 1 shot.
I've come inside, collect some numbers just to finish this. Matt's having a go on my VR, look at him. Let's look at these numbers. So exactly what we saw outside is happening inside, which I think is obvious but good to show. 158 ball speed to 157. Slightly higher launching in the STX, lower launching in the STZ. I could come down a degree in this one if I wanted to align them a little closer. And because of these angles, we see that difference in the spin, mid-spin, 2.5 for me, low spin, STZ, 2000. Resulting distance, 272, 272. And then again, look at the rollout. See, it's just coming in that bit lower and it's going up to 297 to 292 rollout total distance with the draw. A draw, definitely I could knock down a degree. If it was a club I wanted to game, which it isn't particularly for me, I would game the STZ. The numbers there, just really good. 2 very good drivers, again, from Mizuno. Great sounding, great feeling. They'll be probably a decent price. I don't really look at price that much. Maybe let me know in the comments down below. Are they cheaper than some of the other bigger brands? Just really good clubs. And I think as well, what we saw outside is what you see if you watch us play. My driving tends to stay quite even, and Matt's driving has the potential to gain, but as you saw there, has the potential to lose as well. The player is king. There's the play alert. Yes! Yeah, you want a point in the fake world. Well done, Matthew.